What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanic. It has been a while, hasn't it? Oh yes, it has, but there's a very good reason for that, because I have been building stuff and things up there. However, it is not only the... God damn it, getting stuck on a staircase. It is not only up there that something has been built. I've also made a very tiny thing right here. Now, there's a reason to all of this that I'll go into a little bit later, like the way it is kind of designed. And it is purely for imaginative, like... lore-ish, imaginative lore, if that's a thing that I don't freaking know, guys. But yeah, I'll talk about that. But first of all, I'll talk about this door, because holy hell, it looks awesome. And this, as I bit my own tongue, this is actually a design that was ripped off from one of you guys in my stream, where you guys showed me this, and I was like, that's a cool door. So I really wanted to use it, and it is used 3 times in this base, I think, because yeah, that is a sky base. Not transforming, not yet. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me use this. This is insane. It really looks a lot more factory-ish and like heavy door-ish, also because it's probably made out of metal. And then of course we have this on the side, which is purely for aesthetics. There's nothing there. Oh yeah, and just a tiny little thing that I'm pretty sure you guys have seen already is that of course it opens automatically through the sensors. Another thing some of you guys may also have seen already is this. This is the sky elevator, because we're going up to the sky base, and it is slightly upgraded from the other one that I had. I actually can't remember exactly what that one looked like, but I know the functionality is very similar. So let's get up there. Oh yeah, and by the way, new particle animation that looks freaking awesome. Now, as with any elevator of this kind, it can have a very bumpy ride up there or a very smooth ascent. Oh, goddamn. But yeah, basically it's a bit of a hassle whether or not it wants to behave correctly all the time, and it also has a enlarged chance of crashing whenever it hits the ground. But we're here now. Let's check it out. Alright, first thing, I'm gonna try to zoom in on this because this is a really weird camera angle, but if I press 2 here, we have a safety system that actually locks it into place, so that now I can turn off all the engines, and here we are. Open you right there, there we go, and I can also close that one. Now, again, because I have a chance of falling down whenever I'm building stuff, and also because I don't put up any rails, but I like to have this functionality, which is basically just releasing the safety system, and then it drops down. So if I drop down, I can always get back up. So yeah, a little bit of a helipad-ish thing over there. We got something else going on over there. And then we have another thing way in the back that we can't even see by jumping, which is great. Now, a fair warning when we go into this building here, it will look like an empty square tin can on the inside, because, well, it's not fully done in here. And the reason why I'm actually launching this episode this early is because A, I want you guys to get a video, but also I want you guys suggestions on what else we can put in the sky base, because we can always expand in whatever way. So out here right now, this was my, well, makeshift kind of building place in terms of building a lot of stuff, which also had something to do with this over here, the more grayish part of the whole building. But yeah, this is a little building place, kind of a test lab zone, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a control tower on the side of it sticking up, so you have a better overview and everything. And who knows, maybe we can use this as like a helipad in the future, because it is quite large. I found that when I was building stuff on this, like some of that gray stuff over there, which we'll go and take a look at in just a second, that this one is actually quite small. Like, it may look very large if I'm standing right here, but it's not that large. Oh yeah, it's just a small thing. These lights, they fit with the lift in the middle. So yeah, there's that. Let's go in here. This is basically the type of stuff that I want inside as well. I forgot to put some blocks there, and also there. This is great. But yeah, this is kind of what I want inside, like some really cozy lighting systems going through the tunnels and everything. This would be so awesome. And in here, this is probably like the big thing surrounding this entire episode. This is the train station, train station. I don't, it's transportation. Yeah, you go to the basic words when you don't know everything else. This is like a tram car transportation station. We're gonna call it the transportation station, why not? But yeah, basically it has 2, it has one over there and then one over there, and these are completely identical. The only reason why I have this is because I want different sections of the sky base, and it doesn't lead to anything, as you can clearly tell up there, but yeah, I want like a tram car system going through the entire station in the sky, and this is gonna be the transportation method for getting around that. And yeah, there's not really much else going on here with this tram car station. Of course, we can still go into the station and take a little bit of a more in-depth look, but one thing I will say is that this tram car looks horrendously bad, like horrendously bad. And the reason that I have this right now is again because I wanted to bring you guys something. This is most definitely gonna get updated as we also update the rest of the base. Because honestly, I mean, just look at this train car here, because it's just wood. It looks homemade, which, well, okay, to be fair, it is homemade, but it looks not industrial enough for my liking. So this is again a temporary little solution here. And a whole different thing that I didn't know is that you can actually walk through these, which is rendering this quite useless. Now, of course, there is a few more secrets to this. It's not really a secret because it's like the first thing you see whenever you walk in, but here we have a little maintenance shaft, and this is just that was not supposed to be open, okay. But yeah, the maintenance areas are very scarce right now, very empty, and so is this one over here, but I like to have it just in case I need to do something below the tram car itself. Now that I think about it, I mean, this area here was basically supposed to be closed up, but I'm pretty sure that I can do like some sort of a tool rack in here or whatever. Like, we don't really have any tool racks or anything that looks like it, so I'm gonna have to think up something. But just the parts area in general, where we can sort of make it look like there's been maintenance done on these carts. That was cringy. Alright, next up, the next part. So I wanted it to not look like this in here because it's square and gray and dull and boring. So what I've done is create the living quarters for the scrap mechanics up on this base. We got a few plants here, and then the lighting that I was talking about before that I wanted to go throughout the base, that is here as well. So this really reflects a lot better what I want this direction to go to with the base. Direction to go to with the base. I want the base to go in a certain direction with the art style of it, and this is what I was talking about. But yeah, let's go in here and check it out. We have a color-coded rooms, and I will say this, these rooms are completely identical, like absolutely identical. So yeah, blue, green, red, and yellow. These colors mean absolutely nothing, except for when the scrap mechanics get assigned a room, they know which room to go to. So let's go in and check this out right here. Now, I will admit, this is very luxurious looking compared to what would otherwise be in an apocalyptic base, right? But I wanted to create some really nice living quarters so that they don't have to feel the world is super depressing all the time. So yeah, we got a little grass table. Grass table? That's not made of grass, that's made of concrete and glass. And then we have probably the most basic TV. But yeah, and the couch here, I wanted people to be able to actually sit in this and look a little bit derpy, kind of zombie-ish with those hands. But yeah, just to be able to sit here and actually look around in your apartment. I mean, this is like a studio apartment, but it is still really condensed, but still luxurious, right? That's what I wanted it to feel like. And again, we can't really use the bed, which is also made of concrete, so it's a good thing we don't have a sleep mechanism in this game. And then just a tiny bit of like counter space, which I assume would be the kitchen, but it's just like counter space because, hey, we don't have any food or water mechanisms either. I'm pretty sure that's gonna come in survival mode though. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then of course we can also turn off the lights in the different sections of the room, which we have corresponding light switches to. So that one is this, and then of course the night light as well. So yeah, this is the beginning of the entire thing. Now, I want to talk a little bit about why it is laid out the way that it is and why we need the tram car to expand upon the entire base or whatever. Wait, what? What the hell happened there? Get up from there! And I need to go down in order to explain some stuff, so I'll see you down there! And also, why is this down here, like this door and everything, made of metal and super reinforced much more than it actually needs to be? Well, I kind of want to say this, that for make-believe sake and for the lore-ish type of made-up stuff that we're gonna call this, this is taking place like the timeline where the war or the apocalypse with the farm bots have broken out. So what we're trying to do here is establish a lot of different scrap mechanics up there in order to take over the skies since the farm bots took over the ground. So yeah, all the mechanics, they basically banded together, made a huge scrap pile full of all their materials and started building so they could be safe up in the sky where no farm bots ever would be able to reach them. This is sort of what that base is. However, we need a lot of stuff. We need like an emergency elevator, a flying vehicle for a squad that is supposed to go on missions to gather more resources or kill farm bots, whatever, right? But that is where you guys' imagination comes in, because I need you guys on the... you're having a bit of trouble there. So please go crazy in the comments below with, you know, wait, hang on a second. Not speculation, but ideas. I need to make sure I just get that safety system in place. There we go. Now... there. Alright, so all these indicate whether or not the engine is actually on, but yeah, I need you guys' help, so please tell me what else we should build in this Scrap Mechanic Skybase, because there's a lot of room for improvement. I'm thinking maybe make that other bridge out there so we have that control tower where we have a better overview of this building. But until then, I am going to take a little trip in my tram car. I'm just gonna use this even though I can walk straight through it. But yeah, it's there for a reason, which I guess is aesthetics and a little bit of functionality as well. But yeah, what else can we build and what should be on the next tram car station that we get into? That is what I want to hear from you guys. So please go nuts in the comments below with all the crazy ideas that you guys have for this base, or potentially, you know, stuff that we could do on the ground as well. Have a little like safe house on the ground for the farm bots? I don't know. But yeah, regardless, I really want you guys' idea on this, because I feel like this could be something even greater than the transforming skybase. Also, now that all the physics are updated and everything, this should be a lot easier to do stuff with. So either ways, guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Scrap Mechanic. These are gonna come out way more frequently. Hello, buddy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Please go crazy in the comments below with ideas, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!